Acyanotic congenital heart disease, left to right shunt lesions. Diagnosis symptoms: large left to right shunts may occur with ventricular septal defect, VSD, atrioventricular defect, AVC, patent ductus arteriosus, PDA, and atrial septal defect, ASD. Age at presentation with symptoms varies according to the size of the cardiac shunt, degree of associated pulmonary hypertension and vascular resistance. Large shunts with pulmonary hypertension: patients present in infancy with poor feeding, poor weight gain, easy fatigability and a cardiac murmur. Full-term infant. A VSD is the most likely cause, may be multiple. Muscular and paramembranous defects are most common. High rate of spontaneous closure over time, malalignment and canal-type defects. Need surgical closure. Premature infants. A large PDA may worsen respiratory status. Patients with genetic syndromes, i.e., trisomy 21 VSD or AVC, are most likely. Large shunts without pulmonary hypertension. ASD is most common cause. Approximate 75% are secundum type, occurring in the midatrial septum. Next in frequency is the primum ASD. Incomplete AVC, occurring in the lower part of the atrial septum and associated with cleft mitral valve. Less commonis the sinus venosus type, occurring in the upper septum near the superior cavalent flow and associated with partial, anomalous right pulmonary venous drainage. Patients are asymptomatic with a murmur. Growth is usually normal. Patients may exhibit dyspnea on exertion and palpitations as older children, teens, and young adults. Signs: tachycardia for age, possible gallop rhythm, harsh systolic murmur along the left sternal border that radiates to the back, a loud narrowly split S2, adiastolic rumble over the LV apex, mitral area, tachypnea with clear lung fields. Hepatomegaly. Equal pulses throughout, altered growth parameters, preserved head and length rate of growth, but slowed rate of weight gain. Investigations: electrocardiography, VSD, ASD, sinus tachycardia, persistent right axis deviation, RVH, orbiventricular hypertrophy, in ASD, RAE, peaked P wave in lead 2, complete AV canal, right superior axis, northwest axis equals negative QRS deflection in lead I, AVF, RVH, primum ASD, left superior axis, positive QRS deflection in lead I and negative QRS deflection in lead AVF, RAE, RVH, RSR pattern. PDA, normal or leftward axis for age, LVH, La. Chest radiography, cardiomegaly, increased. Pulmonary arterial markings: prominent main pulmonary artery segment, left atrial enlargement on lateral projection. Some patients with right aortic arch echocardiography, to delineate the presence of one or more septal defects and other associated cardiac anomalies, such as pulmonary or stenosis and coarctation of the aorta. Pulmonary arterial pressure estimate made by measuring the pressure gradient across a VSD or PDA or by measuring the right ventricular pressure using the tricuspid valve. Regurgitant jet, if present. Cardiac chamber dimensions can be measured. Cardiac catheterization, indicated to document pulmonary artery pressure or QP, QS ratio if not able to be determined by echocardiography. Assessment of pulmonary vascular reactivity with vasodilators can be done in patients with long-standing pulmonary hypertension. Treatment: diet and lifestyle in general. There are no restrictions. Infants may need higher caloric density of formula or breast milk to maintain adequate weight gain with a large shunt NCHF with poor growth. Pharmacologic treatment: endocarditis prophylaxis, suggested for all VSD, AV canal, and primum ASD patients, not required for isolated ASD, or 6 months after closure of PDA or pericardial patch repair of ASD. Anticongestive medications, digoxin, diuretics, and afterload reduction are standard. Non-pharmacologic treatment, surgical intervention, large VSD and CAVC. Surgical repair within the first year of life is indicated when there is persistent pulmonary hypertension, cardiomegaly, and/or failure thrive. ASD. Surgical repair generally performed after 2 to 3 years of age, if right heart volume overload is present. PDA. In premature infants, surgical ligation is indicated in ill infants who have failed medical treatment with indomethacin. In term infants and older children, surgical repair of a small ductus arteriosus is elective after 1 year of age or sooner. If there is left heart volume overload, this may be performed through a standard left thoracotomy or with video-assisted thoracoscopy. Digoxin, standard dosage digoxin, loading dose, TDD, 30 to 40 mg/kg IV or PO in 3/8H apart, 0.50, 0.25, 0.25 of TDD, respectively. Digoxin. Maintenance dose 10 mg/kg/D divided every 12H. 12H after loading is completed. Lasix. 1 mg per kilogram IV or PO every 12H, up to 4 mg/kg/D. Aldactone, 1 to 3 mg/kg/D PO every 12H. Captopril, 1 to 3 mg/kg/D PO every 8H. Catheter intervention, non-surgical coil embolization of small PDAs in the cardiac catheterization lab is an alternative option that has gained increased popularity in the past 5 to 8 years with 90% to 95% complete occlusion rate.